So this is the best way that I could figure out to kind of put it all together, because I've seen a bunch of other charts and they just didn't work for me. So the dosha is made of a taste. So here's all the doshas. Here are the tastes that are associated with those. So you see that vata is in 3 different categories. Vata is bitter, astringent, and pungent. Pitta, because it's in the same column, and I separated them by column, pittas are pungent and sour. Pitta and kapha, so these are in this column, so this column is sour. So pittas and kapha both have the elements of sour. Kaphas are sour, they're salty, they're sweet. So anywhere that you see the column is this flavor or taste. Above that is the name of the dosha that applies to. These are the seasons below it. So these are the seasons that you want to increase this flavor. So in the spring and the summer, you want to have more bitter foods, because those would be the opposite of vata. In the spring and summer, you'd also want to have astringent foods, because those are the opposite of vata. In the spring, you want more pungent foods. So we're coming up to spring, so you're going to want to pay attention to these. You're going to want foods that are bitter, astringent, and pungent. We will go over those foods next week, I promise. In the winter, which we just left, you would actually want to decrease sour, salty, and sweet foods. Isn't that ironic that in the winter, it's all the sweet foods? Actually, I'm sorry, you want to increase those. So sour, salty, and sweet in the winter. What's next? The elements. Again, this is a triangle, but it's a triangle kind of in a different format. I still follow the same format where the qualities are at the bottom, and then the elements, and then the taste. The elements of vata. Remember, vata is bitter. In spring and summer, you want to increase it. The elements are ether and air. So ether and air make up bitter. Air and earth make up astringent. So if you're going to eat foods, the purpose for this chart is if you're going to eat foods, or you're going to control what you're looking at, or you're touching, or you're listening to, you're going to want to know these qualities. So these qualities make up each of these, and you can't see me pointing. So these qualities make up the foundation for these. So when you see this here, kapha, this K means kapha, P means pitta, same thing here, and vata, vata, vata. So these are decreasing. So you want to decrease these for this. So if there's an imbalance, you want to decrease that. And then these are the qualities below it. And I did color coordinate them, even though it still may seem confusing to you. So I want you guys to look at this over the week, because it's hard for me to explain it all right now. But I want you to look at this and see if it makes sense. And again, read these. Each element is color-coded and listed with the applicable quality. Since air is clear, it won't be listed in any taste that is cloudy, such as sour. Elements only appear in the appropriate quality for that taste. So I've designed it that way. So ways to use this chart: you would locate the dosha and follow that column downward for its taste, elements, and qualities. Again, each dosha is color coordinated for reference, and I put them there. Vata is bitter. So when you look at this, make sure I can have all of that on there. Vata is bitter. It's made of ether and air. And then these are all the qualities of it. It's dry, it's cool, it's rough, light, sharp. Everything that's blue on this line is going to be vata. To increase that dosha, if it's the appropriate season, you're going to want to increase the consumption of those taste, elements, and qualities. Conversely, if there's an imbalance, like you have too much vata, you have what's called the monkey mind, and your mind is scattering, you're going to want to decrease those things. So you're going to want to decrease the consumption of those taste, elements, and qualities.